We need to talk about the subconscious mind. There's no denying that it's real. It's a part of you. It's part of your mind. Yes, it's backed up by science. Yes, it's your actual mind. It's real, cool, amazing. The purpose of it, simply put, is to accept and store whatever you impress on it. So this means your assumptions, whatever you repeatedly think to be true, your assumptions. That is the whole entire point of the subconscious mind. It's the scientific lens of explaining manifestation. And there's nothing wrong with that. Some people need a scientific explanation to justify manifestation and law of assumption and how it works. And I mean, I can't say anything about it because it helped me when I first found law of assumption. Hearing about science and the fact that there was so much proof to back up the fact that our mindset determines the life we lead, it helped a lot. It felt a lot less woo-woo to see it from a scientific point of view, because not everyone can just latch on to a spiritual perspective, especially when you've grown up being taught the opposite. It just feels more credible. Again, like I said, not everyone grew up, and really most people did not grow up thinking as if we really do create our lives. Not everyone grew up with the knowledge that, oh my goodness, we can decide whether or not we get this job, whether or not we get to experience pursuing our dream career, whether or not we get to experience life being hard. We can choose whether or not life is hard for us, or whether life is a breeze for us, or whether life is fun, or if life is difficult for us. Or, oh, you might not get this relationship, you might not get in your dream relationship, but you know, at least you're in one. Or maybe you may not be able to experience your dream connections, your dream friendship, or your dream success because you were taught that you have no control over that. But guess what? Yes, you do. Like I said, whether you get the dream job, whether you get the money you want, whether you get to have a lot of money, we were not brought up thinking that that is up to us. We were taught that life is random and you may get this thing or you may not get this thing. It's totally up to whatever outside of you, whatever you believe in, or whatever you were taught growing up. You were never taught that you are the pilot, or that it's all in your hands. Everything is just your mirror. It's just a mirror of your assumptions, a mirror of whatever you think to be true. Getting used to the idea that you create your reality and that your mindset creates your reality and whatever you experience is based on your mindset is a very new concept, like I said. And don't beat yourself up if you can't just grasp it like this, because trust me, I know there are some people who have dealt with religious trauma. I think people underestimate or downplay how trauma can really mess up your brain and mess up your life. And if you were dealing with that, then that kind of really justifies why you may think manifestation is a fluke, or manifestation is not easy for you to understand. Or even if you've just been taught that you're just not in control of your life. Like I'm saying, it's not your fault that you were taught that. We were all taught that. No one wants to really believe that mindset is the king or the queen of it all, and it determines whether or not we get to live the life we want, because I think people are way more comfortable with being miserable. But anyway, that's off topic. Like I said, the scientific explanation, aka people saying, oh, your subconscious mind this, your subconscious mind that, this is how you reprogram your subconscious mind. The concept makes people feel a lot safer and more secure because it gives more credibility, because it's backed up by science. There's literally articles about it if you look it up, and I'm pretty sure because it's popular nowadays, or it's gaining popularity, you've probably heard, oh, manifestation, reprogram your subconscious mind. Affirmation tapes, subliminals. That scientific explanation helps bridge the gap and makes people feel safer. There's no hate to reprogramming your subconscious mind. I'm gonna tell you how I feel, but reprogramming your subconscious mind, it's cool. But how I see it is, after really understanding this a bit more, is it's just the scientific phrase for tell yourself something is true and stick to that. You're telling yourself that to get used to the fact that whatever you want to be true is already true. It's now the case for you. And that is how I see it. And that's really the entire point of manifestation. But people like to make it complicated. A lot of you label this the subconscious mind. You don't label it as a scientific explanation. And it's probably because in no way is it your fault. Trust me. It's probably because of how a lot of people teach manifestation or tell you about manifestation. And not to say that their beliefs are wrong, because to each their own, but there are a lot of people who have really messed up mumbo jumboed beliefs, and they put that on the internet, and a lot of people, without knowing any better, grasp onto it as if it's the end-all be-all. They put so much emphasis, especially on TikTok probably, on reprogram the subconscious mind. You have to do this for the subconscious mind. Oh, don't do this or the subconscious mind will do that. Oh, you have to do this to impress your subconscious mind. And that's not the point. That's not the point, to worry about impressing your subconscious mind. If anything, that's how you run somebody crazy. Oh, you have to reprogram first, as if it's a chore or a process or whatever. You can't manifest this because your subconscious mind isn't on board, or it isn't on board yet. You have to impress it perfectly, and now you're scared. Now you're scared because they fear-mongered you. So they did their job. And now you're probably gonna go buy coaching from them, which you shouldn't do, by the way. And to me, all of this looks like you are treating the subconscious as if it's a boss that you have to work for, or that you have to impress, or that you have to do 100 million tasks for until you finally get the raise or whatever. Because to me, it looks like people are taking it to heart way too much. They're missing the entire point, which, by the way, is just to assume what you want is now the case, and it's the case. Assume what you want is true, and it is true. In other words, think as if what you want is already true. Think as if you already are that person, you already have that thing, stick to it, and boom, manifest. People get so caught up in worrying about the subconscious mind. They put too much pressure on themselves, and they treat it as if it's a job, or as if it's some type of work that you have to get done and do perfectly, or it won't manifest. And as if they have to tap dance for this separate figure outside of them in order for it to finally give them what they want. Like, oh, if you tap dance good enough, then here, you can have this. It is not something separate that you have to cater to. Your subconscious mind is not something separate that you have to cater to. It is just you. Now, for example, what I mean when I say a lot of you treat it as if it's something you have to tap dance for, or it's a boss that you have to perform all of these extra tasks for in order for you to finally get what you want, like a raise or attention or special treatment or whatever. I don't know. But there's people that's like, oh my God, I have to saturate for 3 hours, 5 hours, 2 hours to impress my subconscious mind. It's like, you're missing the point. You're missing the point. There's nothing wrong with saturating. I love saturating, but that is not the point. Stop treating it as if it's the point. Oh, I have to saturate my subconscious mind more, treating it as if that's the entire point, when really the entire point is, do you think you have it or not? You're training yourself to think as if it's already true, to think as if what you want is already a fact. You're not training yourself to go to the subconscious Olympics. You're training yourself to think as if what you want is already true. You're training yourself to accept the new mindset, think as if whatever you want is now the case for you, as if you are that person now, as if you have that thing now. This is going to be your new mindset. So saturation is used to get you used to that new mindset. It is not used to worry day in and day out about, oh my God, did my subconscious get the message? No. Or even, oh my God, I have to listen to affirmation tapes at night, every single night. And you know, damn well, you don't like those affirmation tapes. Sometimes you don't like those affirmation tapes. It makes you feel uncomfortable. I see people force themselves, and this is no hate to the affirmation tapes, because I love those too, and I used to use them, and I still do sometimes. And if y'all need a good affirmation tape, High Frequency Guru is really cool. There are people straight up forcing themselves to listen to affirmation tapes while they sleep. And number one, you don't have to just listen to them while you sleep. And number two, you don't have to do it at all if it's not your thing, which is exactly, it's off topic, but this is how people treated saturation too. They're like, well, I can't saturate and I don't like it, but I'll do it. No one told you to do it. That's how I know you're missing the point, because no one told you had to do anything. You're forcing yourself on your own. That's not an us problem, it's a comprehension problem. And I'm just being blunt, that's what it is. People don't like listening to those affirmation tapes, and it gives them trouble sleeping because they can't sleep while hearing somebody's voice go on, and that's understandable. I mean, then don't do it. Don't do it. That's why y'all have got to stop being sheep. If someone else does this and it works for them, that's amazing, but it doesn't mean that you have to latch onto it if you know that it's not your thing. And affirmation tapes are so cool, and they definitely do help, but are you thinking as if you have it or not? Are you thinking as that person or not? Is this your new mindset now or not? Outside of those affirmation tape sessions, when you are not listening to those affirmation tapes, whether it be at night, during the day, during your work, whatever, your meditation sessions, your saturation sessions, however you do it, what are you thinking? What's going on in your brain? What's going on up here? What's your mindset like? You have to really worry about that. That's the thing you have to be worried about, not whether or not your subconscious is receiving your message, because it's receiving it. If you are telling yourself something, it's just you. So duh, yeah, it's receiving it. It's you. If you're just telling yourself, oh, hey, it's like this now, that's enough. Your subconscious is getting reprogrammed, or is reprogrammed already, because you are telling yourself that something is true. You don't have to be like, oh my God, I have to keep doing this and this, this and this and this and this and this. Like, no. Yes, it helps, but I'm telling you guys that that is not the point, to worry about your subconscious mind. But yeah, that is why some people do saturation sessions, or they do affirmation tapes, and they still don't get the results they want, because outside of those sessions, they're not thinking as if they have it. Those affirmation tapes, whatever was said on those affirmation tapes, they are not thinking those affirmations from that tape outside of listening to that tape. And that is why they don't have it. That is why they fail at manifesting, because they think they're doing so much, they think they're doing the right thing. But if you're not telling yourself the new story, sticking to that mindset, being the person who has it mentally outside of those methods, saturation sessions, affirmation tapes, of course you're not going to get it, because you're missing the point. And yeah, they're great, but they're not supposed to work alone for you. Again, it's not the method that manifests unless you have the solid assumption like, hey, I can think whatever the hell I want. And if I assume that this is going to work for me and I can think what I want, then it's going to work. Then it's going to work because that's your assumption. It's all built on assumptions. But most people don't have that assumption. They don't create that assumption first. They don't just assume, oh yeah, this is going to work no matter what. They don't assume that. They expect, because they're not taught, but they expect the affirmation tape, the method, the saturation session to be their end all be all. And you do understand that it's your mindset that manifests, right? It's your assumptions. It's not your method. The method does not manifest. It's you that manifests. So where's your mindset? You have to change your mindset. You can't get around that. You have to change your mindset one way or another. The tape is there to help you, but you have to do your part. And your only part is the easiest thing on earth is to, when you're not listening to that tape, what are you thinking? Are you thinking like the person who has it? Are you keeping that mindset up? Are you keeping that mindset up out of saturation sessions? Because I've seen a lot of people on Twitter too. Oh, I'm saturating for 5 hours, but nothing's happening. Yeah, gee, I wonder why. Golly gee. It's probably because outside of those sessions, which we told you not to do in the first place, so I don't know where that's coming from, but outside of those sessions, they're like, but I still don't have it. Oh, where is it? It's not here yet. Yeah. Of course not, because you're not sticking to that mindset outside of your methods for the sake of reprogramming your subconscious. You can't expect the affirmation tape or the subliminal or whatever, the saturation session alone, if you don't understand the point, to do anything for you if you're not doing anything for yourself. Meaning it's not going to work alone if you're out here thinking against whatever you just told yourself for 1 hour listening to the tape or 1 hour saturating. I mean, what do you expect? You like, really? You have to change your mindset. It depends on you. What are you telling yourself outside of those methods? Outside of that listening time, outside of that saturation session? You need to change your mindset. There is no way around that. Your assumptions, no matter what, create your life. Period. They manifest. Again, you are separating the subconscious as if it's a different person, as if it's someone else that you have to cater to, and it's just you. You don't need to impress someone else in order to get what you want. You're giving away your power because I thought you were the creator here. And your subconscious is a part of you. So what are you even doing? Realize you are saturating your mind to get yourself used to the fact that you already have it. To get your mind used to the fact that, hey, you have it right now. Because that's what matters. What matters is whatever you think is true for you. Now, personally, and y'all know this, but I love saturation because I treat it as if I'm basking in the fact that I already have what I want right now. And I love thinking about my life as if it's the way that I want it to be right now. Who wouldn't, you know? Who wouldn't? If I knew that all I have to do is think as if it's true, then why wouldn't I enjoy thinking as if it's true all day if I want to? It doesn't make any sense. Of course I'm gonna enjoy that. Are you kidding me? It's better than sitting around and moping and being like, I don't have it yet. Where is it? Oh my goodness, when is it gonna come? Like, what's the point? If I know that's not what I'm supposed to do, I'm just holding myself back. And I would never do that to myself. That's so disrespectful to myself. Just knowing what to do and not doing it. Knowing how to change my life and not changing my life. And you are disrespecting yourself too, because you know what you're doing, you know what to do, but you're treating yourself as if you don't, and you're going in circles, and that's so disrespectful to yourself because you deserve something better. You need to see that. You need to buckle down and understand manifestation and get it done, because I know you're not satisfied, and I know you're miserable, and I know you're not happy. Stop worrying about impressing something outside of you when it's all just you. It's all connected to you. And the repeating helps you get used to the fact that it is yours, which is reprogramming the subconscious mind. But my point is to stop putting so much emphasis on reprogramming. Stop worrying if you're reprogramming or not. You're keeping yourself in an endless loop and you're treating this like a process. If you're telling yourself something is true and you're sticking to that, then yes, it's reprogrammed or reprogramming or whatever. Before I end the video, I want to talk to you guys about the whole idea that, oh, the subconscious doesn't know what's real and what's fake, so it just gives you whatever. And now, while this perspective may help some of you, I don't vibe with it. I just don't agree. I think it sounds like you're giving your power away to some other force or a different force, when really the only force is you. It's all just you here. It sounds like you're pitting yourself against yourself for no reason, because if you really understand that you create and that you are in charge and you are the only one in charge and everything comes back to you and your assumptions, you're gonna be like, what are you talking about? I know what I want to be true and what I don't want to be true. So what do you mean, oh, my subconscious doesn't know what's real and what's fake? Your subconscious is you. It just really sounds like you're at the mercy of some mindless system. And that's not the case. Again, the subconscious is just you. It's not confused. It's not randomly picking between what's real and what's fake. You decide what's real and what's fake. It knows what you think is real and what you think is fake. It's not a clueless robot. It's you. You aren't battling your subconscious. You are your subconscious. There is no force outside of you deciding whether or not you get it or not because you abide by a certain rule or whatever. No, it's just you. You decide. It's just you. It always has been. There's nothing to worry about. You don't need to walk on eggshells or thin ice. It's really just overcomplicating things to make it seem like there's something outside of you. Ask yourself again, do you think it's true or not? Do you think you are it or not? Do you think you have it or not? That is all that matters. Whatever you think is true. Your subconscious is you. What you think is true is what manifests. You are in control. Your subconscious is not confused. Again, it is just you. It's not deciding anything for you. It's not some independent force deciding to randomly give you this or randomly not give you this. It's you. Stop making it sound like an uncontrollable force that gives you things or that decides whether or not you get to have something. Again, the idea that your subconscious doesn't know whether something is real or fake makes it sound like you have no control. And no, you are in total control. Your subconscious mind, and I'll say it again, is just you. It is not some mysterious gatekeeper you have to tiptoe around. Whatever you assume to be true becomes true. Stop breaking your back trying to figure out if you impressed it or not. You're missing the point, and I'll keep saying this over and over and over again until you get it, because some of y'all need that. Whether you view it spiritually or scientifically, it all comes back to the same thing. Whatever you tell yourself is true is what manifests. It's all you. Simple. In conclusion, if you are telling yourself a different story, aka the story you want for yourself, and you're sticking to it, and yes, your subconscious mind is reprogramming or is reprogrammed. But that's all. Just worry about telling yourself what you want is true. It's done. You don't need to worry about all of that. You don't need to micromanage it. The entire point is and always will be to assume what you want is true, is now the case. Think as if what you want is now true without contradicting it. That will always be the point, okay? You are your subconscious mind. Stop separating it. Stop worrying about it. It is you. It knows what you want. It knows what you think is true. It knows what you think is not true. It is you, okay? Okay.